Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing well as always, and I'm back with another video, and this time it's gonna be a set 5 card review because this is gonna be the next set for the global server. And since I have already experienced this set myself, I know what card you should invest in and what card you shouldn't, just because there is a chance you can get it for free in the future since we have a lot of event coming our way, because this game is so generous with event, and because of that it's pretty free to play friendly in my opinion. So pretty much in this video you'll know what to invest in and what not to. And if you want to invest in certain card, you might need to consider some factor as well. So enough talking, let's take a look at the card from set 5. Okay, so if you are not too familiar with set 5, it is a set contains 4 new clans, which is Gold Paladin, Narukami, Great Nature, and Angel Feather. So this 4 clan is new and it's going to be pretty exciting for you guys to try it out for yourself. So let's take a look at the double rare first. We will just be taking a look at double and triple rare. For common and rare, you guys can take a look at yourself when the set is released. And also, if you notice, we are on the JP server because normally I do my set review video in the English server, but I feel like if I do it on the English server, I can't post this video on time and you guys might miss out this video and have already invested on some card that you shouldn't. So this one on the JP server. So first of all, we have this double rare, which is like a Vivian but the grade 1 version. So it's the same skill as Vivian. When this unit attack hit the Vanguard, you count +1 and you call the top card of the deck to the rearguard circle. So pretty good. I don't think you need 4. It's a solid investment, but I think 1 or 2 is enough. So you don't need a place of this because you never run 4 copy. Next up we have PG. Needless to say, you want your PG, right? You want 4 copy, but obviously if you have your PG mana, do remember to redeem them before opening your packs, since getting material is better in my opinion. And next up we have the Unflipper, and this is a really good card, but I don't think you will run 4 copy, maximum 3 copy, but it's nice to have a playset, and I will definitely invest in this because Unflipper is always good in Count Blast decks since Azer need to use Count Blast. So this is definitely a solid investment. Next up we have Lord Your Shooter. This is a solid investment as well. This card won't die off anytime soon because you can pair it with your Paladin. You can even play Azer with it, so pretty solid in my opinion. So I would definitely give this a craft, not necessary to get a playset off. Maximum 3 copy is good enough in my opinion. Next up we have Gamo. This I honestly don't think this is worth the craft, but this will be your budget option for your Gold Paladin deck because your main grade 3 you run in your Gold deck is going to be Azer, 30k attackers, and Paladin if you have it. Otherwise, if you don't have it, I guess this is a solid option for you. But if you really want to fully build your Gold Paladin, you wouldn't be playing this card. So I guess this is an alright craft, but not necessarily 4 copy, and of course this won't go the long run, so do take note. And yeah, so this pretty much sum up for the double rare. So let's take a look at the triple rare now. So triple rare we got Vivian, like I said, pretty solid card, but again you don't need to run 4 just because you have better grade 2s to run. And I'll say it's a solid craft again. You should try to get 2 or 3 copy, not necessarily a playset. There's a lot of Gold Paladin card that you don't need a playset of, and this is just one of it. So I would say 2 to 3 is good enough. Next up we have our Azer, and this is a really solid card and it will be your key card for your Gold Paladin deck. But do take note that this is going to be a rank reward on the July season. Surprisingly, I thought it's going to be later because right now we are on the Reindeer season. After Reindeer, it's going to be Alice, and then followed by Alice is going to be Star called Trumpeter. But then for some reason they decide to skip on those 2 and decide to jump straight into Azer, which is kind of good because for free-to-play players that want to play Gold Paladin, you don't really need to get 4 Azer from your packs, but rather you can try to grind up some rank and get it for free. So since you can get this for free, I would say not a craft that is worth, just because you can get it for free. Why do you want to waste your material on it? Unless you are busy and you don't have the time to grind up rank, you can craft a few copy, but definitely not 4 copy. I say you can craft 1 or 2 and try to get the other 2 from rank. And next up we have Paladin, and this is a really good card as well. Like I said, if you want to complete Gold Paladin deck, you should have this. And I think this is a solid craft because you can even play it in the future with Spectral Duke Dragon. So I feel like 4 copy is good. But otherwise, if you are on a budget, you can skip out on this since this is not as important as Aether. And yeah, I guess this should be it for the Gold Paladin. Now let's take a look at Narukami next. So since you are already in the triple rare section, we shall take a look at it first. We have Vermilion for Naru, and this is obviously going to be your key card like Aether, but same situation as Aether, this is going to be a rank reward. In the future, there is a good chance it's going to be a rank reward in the August, but don't take my word for it because we have no news yet. So this is the rank reward, alternate art copy. So I feel like this is a solid craft. Same situation as Aether, it's up to you. Depends on how much rank you want to play or how patient you are to wait for it to come out in the rank reward. Next up we have Dungaree, and I feel like this is a better craft than Vermilion just because this goes in the long run. Since he have a cross-ride version, and when the cross-ride version is out, you can still play this. And even when the next set is out, which is set 6, you can still play this. This is a really solid option. And I'll definitely give this a craft because if you want a complete Narukami deck, you do want to run 4 Vermilion and 4 Dungaree, which is this. So this should be a really good craft in my opinion. So 4 copy is good. Next, we're going to take a look at the double rare. For double rare PG, again, needless to say, all the PG you want to have 4. We have this, which is the Grade 2 Gunner. This is a really good card because you can potentially push for more damage by using the skill, which is to remove one of your opponent Grade 2 interceptor ability. That means they can't intercept with the specific Grade 2 that you choose. Solid craft, but again, not necessarily you need 4 just because you might not need to run this. Depends on your build. My build personally don't run this at all because there is better double rare to run. So I say 2 to 3 copy is good enough. Next up, we have Deathsider, aka the Berserk Dragon from Kairo. And this is a solid craft. I feel like it's good to have 4. Not necessary, but it's good. So I'll definitely give this a craft. Next up, we have the Unflipper, and this is 100% craft because you run 4 in the Narukami deck. So definitely give this a craft. And next up, we have the Goku for Narukami. I don't think this is a good craft at all because you don't run this. But again, same situation like Gamo. If you are on a budget, you can invest on this card, but it doesn't go in the long run. So do take note. Okay, next up, let's take a look at Angel Feather. Angel Feather double rare. We have the Maiden of Libra, which is on hit count plus 2 draw a card. I don't think this is good because I don't really run it in my deck, and you don't really run this when Metatron is out, just because you don't have the counter blast for it, in my opinion. But I guess it's nice to have 1 or 2 copy, not necessarily 4 or 3, because it's too much to run in your deck, and it's quite counter blast heavy in my opinion. So I don't think I'll grab this, honestly. Next up, we have the Chainride for Angel Feather, and this is a solid craft if you are playing or plan to play the Chainride version of Angel Feather, because this is a really good card as the skill is you counter blast 2, you Persona Blast, and you get to heal 1 damage for free. So pretty sick, but you won't be running this card in the future when Metatron is out, so do take note. Next up, we have this. I can't really remember her name, but again, this is kind of like a Gamo. Not necessarily a solid craft because you don't really want to run 4 copy in the future, but if you are really wanting to play Angel Feather the moment it got released, I guess you can play 2 to 3 copy, not necessarily 4, just because you have other grade 3 to play, so do take note. And this is a solid craft because it's a really good card, as you can play 4 in all of your Angel Feather deck as a heal trigger, since it can potentially give you a 4th attack if it hits the Vanguard. And yeah, this is a solid craft, and I'll try to have 4 copy of it since it goes pretty long, as my Metatron deck do run this. Next up, let's take a look at the triple rare. Triple rare, we have the Grade 1 No Seal. Pretty good, but again, you don't need 4 because you don't run 4 in your deck. 2 to 3 copy is good enough. Next up, we have the Grade 2 no sale, same situation, 2 to 3 copy is enough. And next up, we have our Shamsei. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I'm so bad at names, so do forgive me if I say it wrongly. And this will be your key card for your Angel Feather, and you obviously want to try to have 4 copy of, and this is a solid craft since this is not going to be a rank reward in the future. And yeah, try to have 4 copy of it if you want to play Angel Feather, but even when Manatron is out, and you want to play a Manatron deck, you will still want to try to run 4 copy of this, so this is a super solid craft as it goes a long run. So for Angel Feather, your grade 3 is gonna be, let's take a look. Your grade 3 is gonna be 4 copy of this. And if you're playing a chain one, you can play 4 copy of this. And then like I say, you want to try to run 4 copy of this, and then you can run this as well. And that is why I say this card is not necessary. But in the end, it's totally up to you. Since it is your game and it's your crafting material, and you have the final decision to make for yourself. So next up, we have Great Nature, which is the last clan for set 5. So for the double red, we have Dark View, and this is a really good card, and you definitely want to have 4 copy of, but do remember that this game have a mode called Tournament Mode, but it's not out on the global server. But when it's out, you can get this card through the Tournament Mode as a reward. And the cool thing is it's an alternate art version, but it's gonna take quite a while for Tournament Mode to come out, because for some reason it should be out already, but it's still not. So if you want to wait, you can, but since this is only a double rare, I feel like this is a safe craft, and obviously you want to play 4 in all of your Great Nature deck. So pretty safe craft beside the Tournament Mode thing. Next up, we have Otter, and this is a good card as well. You definitely will run some copy in your Great Nature, but when Polaris is out, you won't be running this card anymore, so do take note. Next up, we have Compass Lion, and this is a really good card just because it is an 11k attacker like Brutal Jack. And to me, this is a solid card because running 4 is pretty good, but 3, I guess, is reasonable as well. So 3 to 4 copy is good enough. And also, you will be running this card in the long run as well in your Polaris deck. Next up, we have Lamb Camel, which is the main of Libra, and it's a pretty good card, and you can run a few copy in your deck, but again, not 4 copy. 1 or 2 copy is good enough. You really don't need 3 or 4. And next up, we have the triple rare. So for the triple rare, we have Locks. And if you're playing a Locks deck, obviously you want to have 4 copy of, but in my opinion, this is not the best build of Great Nature. So I will skip out on this unless you are a Locks fan. And do take note that if you are, you won't be running this in your Polaris deck. But the card I'll invest in is going to be Leopard, because this will be your key card in your Great Nature, and you will be running 4 copy in the future when Polaris is out. And yeah, this is just a really good card in my opinion. And you should definitely give this a craft if you are playing Great Nature, and try to have 4 copy because it's the main card of your deck. And yeah, I guess this pretty much summed up for the video. We did go through all of the 4 new clans, and like always, do make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this video and your opinion on certain cards that I mentioned. And yeah, this should be it. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Goodbye.